Welcome back to Just Piddling Barbecue. I've been trying to decide this weekend what I was going to cook, and over the week I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about what kind of videos that I didn't have on my channel yet, and I thought about a wing video. I don't have a wing video yet on my channel, but I never got around to going to the store and picking up some wings. It's been a busy week and everything, and so I was talking to my brother and kind of getting his suggestions and throwing ideas back and forth. And last weekend I did a rib video, 2 slabs of ribs, and when I bought those slabs of ribs, they had ribs on sale, so I bought another pack, another twin pack, so I had 2 more slabs of ribs in the freezer. And I thought, I don't want to do another rib video because everybody's doing rib videos right now, and there's only really so many ways you can season up ribs. They're always a savory type rib. And then I got to thinking about the wing thing, and so what I've come up with is today I'm going to do a buffalo chicken wing style spare rib. And I asked my brother about it, and he said, man, that sounds good. He said, I've never seen that before. And I've really never seen it either. There might be some people out there that's done it, but I've just never seen it. And I like chicken wings, I like hot wings, and I like ribs. So I'm going to put them together with some Frank's red hot sauce and do my spare ribs that way today. I showed you a way to do it last weekend with the 3-2-1 method. 3 hours of just putting them on the grill and letting them get some smoke, 2 hours wrapped, and then 1 hour unwrapped with some sauce on it. And this weekend I'm just going unwrapped all the way with some chicken wing hot sauce. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be good. Alright guys, I got my smoker set on 250 degrees. I'm letting it heat up right now, and I'm just going to get this seasoning on. This is going to be a very simple seasoning today because I want the smoke and the Frank's red hot sauce to really come through on these ribs more than anything. So what I'm going to do is, just like last weekend, I'm going to rub some olive oil on them. If you want to do mustard, then feel free to do mustard. I'm going to pop a little Grilla Grill's all-purpose rub. That's all I'm going to use on them. And I'm not even going to go heavy on them. I'm just going to go real light. Rub that in. Make sure you get the other side. And I want to say real quick, again, all the comments that I get from everybody on YouTube and my subscribers and just people that watch the videos, I really appreciate your feedback and I appreciate your encouragement. I like getting those kind of comments, and I really appreciate it. So that's the first one. And I do have to say these ribs were in really good shape. I did pull the membrane off of the back again, just like I did last weekend, and trimmed a little bit of fat, but there really wasn't a whole lot of trimming to do. Real light on the Grilla Grill's all-purpose rub. Flip it over, get the other side, and then we're going to go on the grill. Alright, my smoker's up to temp. It's actually up to 230 right now. It'll settle back down and get on that set temp that I want. Again, all I've done is put olive oil on them and a little bit of Grilla Grill's all-purpose rub. That's it. We're going to let them go in here and smoke bone side down. I probably won't open this back up. Let me get a rag. I don't like touching my grill or anything else with kind of contaminated hands. That's something you need to be careful about. But anyway, I probably won't touch this again until at least probably 2 hours into the cook. We'll see how it looks. Alright guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to make the sauce that's going to go on the ribs. I broke out the charbroil kettleman. I'm going to do the sauce on it with some charcoal briquettes. I hadn't been showing the kettleman any love since I got the Grilla Grill, so I'm going to break it out and use 2 grills today. I got probably about a little less than a half of a chimney of briquettes. And then put the grate on top. Now I've got 2 pans here. I'm going to leave them on that side, that way I can spread them out. I can move them over here if I need them to cool off and put them back over the top if I need them to warm up a little more. Now the first thing I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to make 2 sauces. I'm going to make a traditional buffalo wing sauce. That's going to be in that one. And the other one is going to be the same thing, but I'm going to sweeten it up a little bit with some honey and some brown sugar. And that's going to be in that one. So the first thing that I've added is probably 2/3 of a stick of butter here and about 1/3 of a stick of butter over here. And then all I'm going to do is add about a bottle of Frank's Red Hot Original. I'm going to go in there. And not quite a whole bottle. And I've got a little bit more I'm going to go in over here with. Alright, now over here, I'm just going to take the lid off of this and just start adding some honey into this one. Probably about 2 tablespoons of honey going in here. And I'm also going to put some brown sugar in here. And I'm not really measuring the brown sugar or anything. We're just going off of whatever you feel like. It's probably going to be about, I guess, 2 tablespoons. Now I'm going to put a little bit of brown sugar in this other one just because I want it to have a little bit of stickiness to it when I put it on. But I'm not going as heavy on that one as I did the other. Now to this one, without all the honey and stuff, I'm adding a little bit of Italian seasoning to that. And basically that's just marjoram, thyme, rosemary, sage, oregano, and basil. And then a little bit of, I'm going to do a little bit of garlic powder in that as well. Not garlic salt, but garlic powder. Probably about a tablespoon of that in there. And now all we're going to do is give it a stir and let all that come together. And when that melts down good, then we're going to baste the ribs with it. I'll see you back then. Alright, our sauces are done. So I'm going to pull them off the heat over here on the cool side. Give them another good stir. And that butter melting, I think, is going to give the ribs a nice sheen to them when we get all this on there. So now it's time to baste. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is flip these guys over and get the back side with this glaze, with this sauce. And I'm probably only going to do this once. The rest of the time the sauce is just going to go on the meat side. So let me get my brush. And this is our sweet, I say sweet, sweeter sauce that we're going to do. This one has the honey and the brown sugar and the Frank's Red Hot sauce and 1/3 of a stick of butter. Boy, that smells good hitting the grill. Put a good coat on it. Let everything get coated on that side. All right, now the other one. A little more of the traditional Frank's Red Hot sauce. 2/3 of a stick of butter. Some garlic powder. Some Italian seasonings. A little bit of brown sugar just to give it a little stickiness. Right now, let's give it a flip. Flip it back over. Now we're going to sauce the other side. Back with the traditional. And I think with the brown sugar in this, just a little brown sugar, but I think that's going to help it set up nice. By the way, we're about 2.5 hours into the cook, so we still got a little ways to go with it. And now this is the one with the sweeter. Flavor profile, as everybody says. And really this is almost more like a mop than it is a sauce. Golly, look at the color on that. That's awesome. Alright, now we're just going to close the lid and let it go. By the way, I didn't say this before, but today I'm using pecan and cherry pellets, a mix of about 50-50. It's not precisely measured, but it's pretty close. Those are BBQr's Delight pellets. So be back and check on them in a little while. Alright guys, I just checked these ribs and they are looking awesome, got some great color on them. And I can wiggle the bone in some of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull these and call them good. I don't want to get them too done to where they're just falling apart like I did the other day when I wrapped them. I didn't want to wrap these on purpose, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these off and bring them inside. Alright guys, let's talk about what we did first. I decided we were going to do some buffalo chicken wing style spare ribs today. And so I made 2 sauces with the Frank's red hot sauce and then cooked them on the grill at 250 using pecan pellets and cherry pellets, a mixture 50-50 of the BBQr's Delight. I cooked them on 250 for about 5 hours, unwrapped, and then at about the 3-hour mark, I think, I basted them once with the sauce, and then at the 4-hour mark, I basted them again with the sauce. And so went back out there after about 5 hours, checked them, and decided to pull them. And this is what we came out with. It's a pretty kind of reddish mahogany color. Good smoke ring, nice and juicy. You can see the juice dripping off the rib. Now I'll give you a taste test to see what it's going to taste like. I'm sure some of you have never had chicken wing style buffalo ribs, so let's see how they turned out. Perfect bite, perfectly done. And I'll tell you, you might think that they've got a buffalo hot wing bite to them, but they really don't. There's a little bit of spice to it, but it's kind of like the vinegar aspect of the sauce has kind of cooked out of it. Kind of like when you spritz a Boston butt with apple cider vinegar. Everybody thinks that it's going to taste like vinegar, but it doesn't. And this is the same way. That vinegar sauce has kind of cooked out of it, and it left you with a nice, really nice flavor. So these are awesome. If you like buffalo chicken wings and you like spare ribs, try these buffalo chicken wing spare ribs. Something different that you can take to a party. Everybody will love them. Until next time, I'll be piddling.